Metal here, and back for season number 2. Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the internet, I'm back. And you know, I got a lot of emails from kids over the summer having a great time, going to shows and doing it up old school style. And Old Man Metal loves that. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, as you probably know. But I just want to tell you, kids, take it easy. Just sit back and relax, because Old Man Metal ain't going nowhere, alright? I took the summer off, alright? It's hot in the friggin' garage with the lights on. And for all you people that can't stand Old Man Metal, I'm back even better. It's gonna be cold in the wintertime, so you're gonna be looking at a little lull between seasons 2 and 3. But rest assured, there's plenty of news, there's plenty of stuff to talk about in the metal world, and that's why I'm here. 'Cause I love metal! Come on! Over the summer, I was out and about, and once or twice, I took the video camera with me. But more on that later. Let's start things off like we always do. Say it with me, kids, with some news. And today's news is about Exodus. Exodus! Exodus? Exodus! Last season I gave you a little history on Exodus, about Paul Bayoff dying, about Steve Souza leaving the band, Tom Hunting having panic attacks, Gary Hunholt leaving, all that crap, and Gary Holt staying with the band and reforming the band with new members. As of now, they are back in the studio, and they went back to re-record their first ever album, Bonded by Blood. And it's going to be called Let There Be Blood. And if you want to check out a couple of songs off that new album, you can go to their MySpace site and check them out. They're going to be streaming for a limited time only. So go do it, but only after this episode's over. So the new album, Let There Be Blood, is going to have a bonus track on it called Hell's Breath. And that song is one of their early demo songs off of their 1983 demo tape. Yes, kids, cassette tapes. You go to the archive history of audio, produced audio sound, and you can check out and see what an actual cassette tape looks like. To continue on that subject, Old Man Metal's got some fantastic news to tell you. Fan-friggin-tastic news! Exodus will be touring this summer, 09. And they're going to be touring with Creator. Now, Old Man Metal last season told you kids that Creator was back in the studio recording on some analog equipment that they found somewhere. Who knows, eBay probably. And they're coming to the New York metro area in April, 09. I already went online and got tickets, so I'll see you punks there. So, you longtime watchers of the show know what this time is. It's Old Man Metal's favorite part of the show. Answering your emails. And I got one right here. This is from a kid on MySpace who calls himself Metalion or Metalion or something like that. I ain't good with names. I know how to spell them, but I don't know how to pronounce them. And he writes, "Hey, Old Man Metal, you think Metallica made a mistake by kicking Dave Mustaine out of the band? Or do you think that thrash metal fans now have 2 great bands?" That is a fantastic question. I like this question so much, it's going in my question hall of fame. Whenever I build it, you know, it's going to be on another wing of the garage here. Listen, we all know Dave Mustaine has a big head. Nobody that plays lead guitar and sings in a band doesn't. I mean, he's got it. But he is a kick-ass guitarist, so, you know, he's got room to brag. From all the interviews and all the footage I've ever seen of Metallica, Lars has a big head also. And I don't know where he gets that head from, because he's an okay drummer. All right, maybe his father was some great tennis player, but I don't know what goes on over there, right? Hetfield is the one that should have a big head, and probably does too. Now, 2 or 3 big heads in a band are a recipe for disaster. So here's my take. You take Dave Mustaine, you take James Hetfield, you take Lars, and you take Cliff. They're all in a band together. They would have been big, but I don't think they would have been as big as they both are nowadays. I think that metal fans have gotten 2 great bands because Dave left. Because Megadeth, man, whether he's on heroin or not, was kick-ass. All right, Old Man Metal saw Megadeth back in 1988 at the Capitol Theater in Passaic, New Jersey. He also saw them just recently on Gigantor, and he kicked ass both times. All right? I saw Metallica back in 1988, right as they were putting out Injustice for All, and they were pretty kick-ass. I saw them again with Godsmack a couple of years ago, and they still kicked ass. I mean, come on! Come on! You would have got one band that might have exploded. Instead, you got two bands that have been around for 20 years. That's awesome! Thank you, Mr. Metalin, Mr. Mitzelplix, Mr. Metallian, for your question. So you kids know the drill by now. If you got a question or a comment on my show, you go to OMM@browntest.com. And I will answer your comment, reply to your question, or just say hi. How you doing? And now, kids, it's time for Hot Chicks in Metal! Today's Hot Chick in Metal comes all the way from Germany. Good old Germany. Her name is Britta, and she fronts a band called Cripper. And here's a little clip. Let me tell you how kick-ass this chick is. Old Man Metal wrote her a couple of times on MySpace. She was cool enough to ship me out a CD. And Old Man Metal got a chance to buy them a few beers. This whole band in general, I think, stepped out of a time machine from 1980s. Because their sound is total classic, old school thrash metal. With a chick singing. Alright kids, Old Man Metal's going to wrap things up here. But before I go, I just want to say 3 words. Austrian Death Machine. Okay? Search MySpace. Get their CD. I don't care what you're doing. Stop now. Stop it. Stop it. And go get it. You heard it first on the Old Man Metal Show. And he's telling you kids that this is the equivalent of Stormtroopers of Death back in the day. This album kicks freaking ass. Go get it. Okay, kids. That's it. Until next time, this is Old Man Metal saying thrash on. And let me tell you, I got a lot of stuff coming up in my upcoming episodes. So stick around. Stay tuned, as they say. All right? Later, kids. The hell are you still doing here? I told you to go get it.